Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we dip into the one video for today. It's crazy, not a lot of Chelsea stuff has happened today, but there's been a ton of things happening elsewhere, which we're gonna get into. Make sure tomorrow though you are here for, if I'm gonna be able to fit in 2 videos, I will, but if not, you're definitely getting one, and that is the preview for Tuesday's game. Chelsea versus Middlesbrough, second leg, semi-final, Carabao Cup. It's going to come tomorrow where I will give you my preview. And you know what's funny about Tuesday? Funnily enough, you guys are going to be getting a double watch along on Tuesday. Why are you getting a double watch along? Because you're going to be watching me watch Chelsea in the second leg semi-final of a cup. And you're also going to be seeing me watch Algeria versus Mauritania in the third group game of the group or at AFCON. So I'm going to be watching both at the same time because both kick off at the same time. And I ain't missing any one of them. So double watch along basically happening on Tuesday. Make sure you're here for that, to be here for all the content as it drops. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified once I have uploaded. Let's get cracking. We're going to start off with Chelsea because there's one Chelsea story really, and then all the madness that happened elsewhere. So we'll get into that. But let's start off at home, of course, which is Chelsea. Starting off with another loan player. Another one. I've got to get DJ Khaled onto these videos now because each time now it's another one. Another one. Yeah, it's another one. Another loan terminated. Brilliant. Check it out. Lyon intend to end the loan of Diego Moreira from Chelsea. We also have Diego Moreira has been officially recalled from his loan spell at Lyon and is back at Chelsea. He can't go on loan again. I can't believe this. We're just going to have Diego Moreira just sitting there now. I mean, look, the only thing we can do for this guy now is get him to play with the under-21s. Because if I'm not mistaken, he is 19 years old, isn't he? So I'm gonna verify. There's so much verifying to do at Chelsea nowadays because there's tons. You have to check. He is 19. Yeah, I was right. He's 19 years old. So Fabrice Hawkins has put out that Moreira's aim will be to convince Pochettino to keep him in the first team. I'm sorry, mate, but I don't think it's happening. Realistically. We can't send him out on loan because he's had another loan previous. And then we sent him to Lyon, which means that we can't send him on another loan. That's it. He's back at Chelsea. So look at what it's done. This is what I'm talking about when I mean there's 2 things here. 2 things we have to pay attention to. It's one of the 2. One is we're not picking the clubs correctly as to who to send these players on loan to. I'm not talking about where they're just going to be playing football. Diego Moreira has played some football at Lyon. No question about that. But we need to make sure that these clubs are going to use them for the entire season. Now, or problem number 2, which could be as to why we're not getting the solution to problem number 1, maybe they're not good enough. Maybe they're just not good enough. Maybe they're just not showing enough. You know, maybe these clubs have gone, yo, this isn't what we expected. Who did they send? Maybe. But I'd like to think that a player of a certain age that requires development, you need to come to at least a consensus and an agreement on what the plan is for both clubs before the loan is executed. Don't go halfway across the loan and go, okay, we're just ending this. So it's one of the 2. Are we not negotiating our loans properly? Or are these players that we're bringing in that we're thinking are, they're the next superstars, maybe they're just not good enough? Maybe that's the problem. Let me know down below. Much appreciated. What do you think? Because I'm not telling you I know the answer. I'm telling you what I think is the problem. Maybe it goes back to recruitment. Maybe we've just not done this correctly. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Much appreciated. Now, Benzema. We've got an update. Let's get into it. The situation remains very tense between Karim Benzema and Al Ittihad. It's going to be one to watch. Wow. It's looking a bit mad over there. Apparently, he finally showed up to training. He showed up 17 days late. Imagine showing up to work 17 days late. You wouldn't have a job to come back to. Now, there's got to be a reason what's happened there. But Benzema, I don't think will just do this just out of the blue, especially at the latter stage of his career. What's the point? There's no need, but unless something has happened here. So I don't know. I don't know what's happened. God knows. We'll probably find out with some time. But that's the latest. I reckon Benzema will be up for grabs. I reckon there's no way he's going to be staying at Al Ittihad after this. Surely not. He will be up for grabs. Who's going to get him? Let me know your thoughts. Apparently no Premier League club has made a move, but listen, Chelsea, you need to be paying your eyes on this. 100%. All attention on this. Get him in till the end of the season. That's all we need. Apologies. And then, after that, whether we're going to look for Osimhen or Ivan Toney, who scored, by the way, he comes back after 8 months, yeah? And he takes one free kick and it's in. It's mad. And if you actually pay attention, he was moving the ball. Go and look. If you don't know, go and look at that goal that he scored yesterday for Brentford. And you'll see that each time that he came to the ball, he was moving the ball a little bit more to the right. And then a little bit more to the right. And then a little bit more to the right. And the referee's getting distracted by his teammate. Ivan Toney, you are... You know what? Look, yeah, I know people are going to complain about that. But for me, I kind of need a bit of that in my team, please. You know? It's... I don't want to call it cheating. I want to call it legal cheating. Does it make sense? Do you know what I mean? You know, where you're finding little loopholes. He'd fit right in. We're all about loopholes, aren't we? So, listen, Ivan Toney comes back 20 minutes back into football when he scores. Mad. But that's what happened with him. But for the meantime, Benzema would be an absolute must. Absolute must. So let me know your thoughts down below. Now we move elsewhere properly. Manchester United. I need to highlight this because this is big and it shows the intent. This shows intent. This shows that United want to be serious. Now you're probably laughing going, United haven't been serious in about 15 years. About 10 years. Fair enough. Well, maybe now they've woken up. And maybe now with Jim Ratcliffe, maybe he's the one that's getting them to wake up. Maybe Ineos are the ones that are executing this. Maybe they want United to be elite. Look what they've done. Let's get into it. Exclusive. Man United to name Man City's Omar Barada as the new CEO. Led by Ineos with Glazer backing, will take executive leadership of football and business, a seat on the board, plus report to the owners, highly regarded and many will see as a major coup. You can best believe this is a coup. This has the same ramifications, I reckon, that it had for Chelsea when we took Peter Kenyon from Manchester United at the time. When Roman walked in, we took Peter Kenyon, who was the sporting director at Manchester United, and we took him in to make him our technical director. Immediately. We took the best. Man United have taken the best. Omar Barada was COO at Manchester City, or for the City Group, since 2016, right? He oversaw the acquisition of Girona, who we are now seeing in La Liga doing bits. He oversaw all the success from 2016 under Guardiola at that football club up until now. And Man United have just gone, thank you very much. You're now our CEO. He was Chief Operating Officer at Manchester City and the City Group. And now he's the Chief Executive Officer at Manchester United. Man United have gone, you have the reins, my friend. On a football and a business level. And you see how they take into consideration the football and the business side? There's a clip of him talking about Manchester City. And he goes to explain the importance of making sure that you have balance between the football side and the business side. Both have to work together, not in spite of each other. I'm hearing everything he's saying. I'm like, oh, mate, I wish I had you at my club, man. You know exactly how it works. And it goes to show the results are there to speak for themselves. Look at the way Man City have been moving since 2016. Man United have got this guy in as their CEO. That scares me. Because you best believe they have fantastic leadership now in terms of the direction of that football club under Omar Barada. You best believe. All they need now is a top sporting director and then make an assessment on the manager and let them get on with it. Jim Ratcliffe doesn't need to intervene. If he's got Omar Barada running the football club as CEO, he's not got to do anything. He just got to go get on with it. Let me know how it goes after every week. Report to me on every Friday and just let me know what the week said. That's it. Major coup for Manchester United. This one worries me. As a Chelsea fan, this one worries me. I look at this and I go, oh my God, okay. United are now looking serious. So we'll see what he does. Let's move. Latest on Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho will not sign for Al Shabab. No intention to proceed in talks confirmed. Mourinho will not rush his decision on next club or project as he wants to pick the best one for his career. So, Uncle Jose. He's got unfinished business. And you know what? Look, I would recommend to Jose, don't come back into football just yet. Wait till the end of the season at least. I'm not even talking just, about coming back to Chelsea or whatnot. No, remove that for 1 sec, because everyone knows I'd love him back at Chelsea in an instant, right? Fine. But put that to one side. I mean, for Jose, just for him, right? If we're talking from a non-biased perspective, Jose, I think it's best have a break. Rest of the season, just stay away from football. Reset, rejuvenate, look at it again. I would honestly even suggest, try and find adaptations, and then come back when you've got a project that you want to get into, a club that you're going to be happy with, and run with it. And we'll see what he does. But he's going to Saudi is dead. Not happening. Not yet anyway. Maybe in the future, but not yet. It's not going to happen. Apparently, he does want to stay in Europe, which is the only way that he's going to be in management. He's only ever coached in Europe, so that's kind of the Saudi link dead. And yeah, not a national team job just yet, because it seems like that's what he wants to end his career with. So we'll see. Who's it going to be? He's in Barcelona at the moment. People talking about, maybe he's taking over from Xavi. I don't think he won't take Barcelona, man. Come on. I don't think like Barca will ever even approach him. So listen, that's that. But we'll wait and see what's going to happen. Big question mark about what Jose's next move will be. And he's clearly not taken money as the incentive. If not, he would be on his first class flight to Saudi in an instant. But he's not. So I think he realizes he has enough money. Let's wait and see what happens. Now, we shift over to AFCON. There's been some repercussions as to Egypt and Mohamed Salah with the injury that he picked up. Well, we have some updates kicking in and they're a bit contradictory. So let's see. Jurgen Klopp has called for the Egyptian FA to send Mo Salah back from AFCON to undergo treatment on his hamstring injury. Liverpool are exploring the possibility. Nothing has yet been agreed with the Egyptian FA. That's that. And that came out not long ago, a few minutes ago. But before that, we had this from the Times. Mo Salah has returned to Liverpool to undergo his rehab from injury with the club. He will return to AFCON if he is fit in time for any of Egypt's games. So, that is... and look, let's be honest. If you've got a hamstring injury at this point, you're done. I don't feel like he will be... Oh, well, what do you know? I've literally just discovered this now. Fabrizio has come out with this. Mo Salah returns to Liverpool due to injury. The plan for Mo is to do his rehab with the club. If he is fit before the final, then probably he will go back to the AFCON, says Jurgen Klopp. So, that's Jurgen Klopp talking. So, there we are. The Athletic, a little late. Anyway. That's his AFCON done. If I'm being honest, I don't think Egypt will be playing the final. You never know, but and even if they did, I don't think they'll get there without Mohamed Salah. That's one. And two, even if they did, you're just going to rush him back from a hamstring injury right into a final of a continental competition that he's never won in his career. That's just he will blow his hamstring again without question. You can bet on it. So yeah. Crazy scenes. We'll see what ends up happening. But I'll tell you, it seems like Egyptians were not very happy with him prior. I don't feel like they're going to be very happy that he's had to leave. So, yeah, we'll see what the repercussions for Egypt is going to be. And we'll take it from there. Now, earlier on, Morocco, bit of a shock. Not a shock, though. I'll be honest. It's not a shock. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, Morocco drew. What am I? It's not really a shock. We're looking at all these so-called big teams, right? And they're all at this time slot as well. If we're talking kicking off at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. local time, in that heat of 37, 38 degrees with 80% humidity, you best believe the European-based players are struggling. They're struggling. Morocco are no different. Morocco have had a win already, which means they're in a decent position at least to make it to the next round. But they drew against Congo today, and you could argue that Congo really towards the end could have taken a result, but they didn't. Finished 1-1. Morocco taking a very early lead with Hakimi getting the goal from a Ziyech assist, and then Congo missing the penalty. That was a little bit of a surprise. And then they did end up scoring. And you could argue, like I said, there really could have been more. But the problem is what's happened after the game. After the game is where it all kicked off. I finished 1-1. Like I've said, it's not the worst result in the world for Morocco. And I reckon they'll be qualifying to the next round. Surely. Unless the other game has started, and that is between, I think it's Zambia and Tanzania. No, sorry. I'm thinking of another group. South Africa and Namibia is what has kicked off. And those are in the same group as Mali and South Africa, obviously. We did have earlier on Zambia and Tanzania playing, and that's where there was a 1-1 draw between Zambia and Tanzania, which means that the table is now looking Morocco on 4 points, Congo on 2, Zambia on 2, Tanzania on 1. Morocco, good position. So that's that. And fair play, they will definitely be playing the next round without question. But what happened afterwards is the craziness. Let me show you. So, Walid Regragui went up straight against Mbemba when he was on his knees praying. This is where everything started. There was a clash between the Moroccan manager and the player for the DR Congo, and this is the spat. This is where it's all started. And then from there, it kicked off even more. Now, this followed up into the tunnel. Now, if I can get this clip up for you, because I do have it, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. I've got it here. This is the end of the game. Look at this. Running into the tunnel. This did not stop. Look, he's getting held back. Bunu is holding a player back. Referee's getting involved. And this clip goes on for more. It's a short clip, but it goes on for longer. Everyone ran into the tunnel. Now, I have to stress it. This is simply allegation, right? I don't know what's going on, but there's reports. I've read reports that there could be racial slurs. Personally, I'll be honest, I doubt it. If we're talking about Regragui, the Moroccan manager, I doubt it, man. I doubt it. He does not come across as that sort of person. The Moroccan team do not come across as those sort of people. And we'll come to race in a little bit because we have something to say about Italian football. But that's what's happening on socials at the moment. It seems like there's an allegation going around of a possible racial slur towards the DR Congo player. And that's why he flipped out. But again, I find that really, really hard to believe, man. I personally, I don't think that's true. I don't believe it. But let's see. Now, that's the AFCON. So this tournament is crazy. But we have to round up and finish up about what happened in Italy yesterday. AC Milan, with Mike Maignan having to walk off the pitch because of racial gestures and remarks made by the crowd behind him behind the goal. You know what's mad? The only thing to do in that situation, realistically, to have an impact, is to walk off the pitch. Does it defeat anything? No. They resumed the game eventually. You know, the solution here is that there needs to be severe consequences. I'm sorry. This is the consequence. The public need to be banned from the stadium. I'm sorry, it ruins it for everybody. But this is what needs to be corrected. This is why it's going to be the one person that costs it for everybody. There you are. Tough. Now, if there's no racial slurs, there's no racial gestures in the stands, everyone's welcome to stay and watch the football. If there's going to be one, I'm sorry, everyone pays the price. Unless if that person is publicly named and shamed and put in jail for it, right? Then fair enough, cool. But if they can't investigate or they can't, surely they can find who did it. Just a stadium ban isn't going to sort anything out here. But if that's not going to happen, then it's like a classroom. When someone does something mad and they don't want to own up to it, all right, then everyone's paying the price then. Well, you're all going to pay. How's that? It needs to come to that. So in the short term, at least, there needs to be game behind closed doors, as far as I'm concerned, and at least the players can play their football that way. It's bonkers, but yeah, whoever's done that there needs to be investigation and called out publicly, named and shamed, and then given a punishment. It's as simple as that. Because right now, what's happening is all we're doing is talking. This is why I'm against these gestures that we see is done by UEFA and FIFA and oh no this and you know this banner and even take the knee and it does nothing. You're not solving anything. Some people are going to say it raises awareness. No, it doesn't. If we're talking, let's be honest, it does not solve a thing. It does not solve a thing. Now, someone does something and you punish them and you make it a severe consequence. Well, cool. At that point, people start having second thoughts. Maybe it's not right to do that. Maybe we shouldn't do that. That's the aim of the game. That's what you want done. You want people to stop. So, yeah, let's see what happens going forward. But Mike Maignan, I hope he's all right. And, yeah, it's a problem that we've seen in Italian football time and time again. So, needs resolving. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will catch all of you tomorrow. Like I said, do not forget to be here tomorrow for the preview to Chelsea versus Middlesbrough. Second leg, we're going to find out the latest injury news. We're going to find out what the team's going to be. We're going to find out if Chilwell's playing left wing. We're going to do all of that. So make sure you guys are here. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And make sure you guys are here for the watch along on Tuesday as well. Like I said, double watch along where I'll be watching Chelsea and Middlesbrough. And also Algeria versus Mauritania. So make sure you guys are here to catch double reaction. And I'll see all of you tomorrow for the preview. Thank you all so much for watching, people. Catch you lot tomorrow in a bit. Take care and peace.